Welcome to Let's Find Some Music, and this week a genre that I'm very much familiar with. I've said the last couple of weeks, or at least last week with metal, that this is a genre that isn't really in my wheelhouse, but guess what? Today, it's alternative. Yeah, we're going to dive into Bandcamp and we're going to find some alternative artists, play their songs and see if we can find some tunes that we can all get into. My name's Pete Johns. This is the third episode in our brand new series called Let's Find Some Music, and let's dive in and find some alternative music. That's the first song that I've found. All I've done here is filtered alternative here, gone new arrivals 2 weeks ago, just so that we got some nice fresh sounds. And the first one that caught my eye and ear was this one here that we'll listen to in just a moment. Now, I know alternative, right? What is alternative as a genre? Like, rock and electronic and funk and punk, they're all a style. Alternative is kind of just anti-pop, isn't it? It's the alternative to whatever's popular at the time. So it does mean that it's a little bit more wishy-washy than a full-on genre like metal or punk. But we're going to go with it because it's a commonly used, and it's the genre I release a lot of my music under. So let's dive in. So this first track that we heard there in the intro, we're going to have a little more of a listen to this. So this is by Not Made by Hands, and it's called Dial Up Speed, The Math of Love, which is interesting titling there, and I really dig this one. So let's take a listen to this one from the start. Love the guitar tones. The drums in this are amazing and excellent vocals. Like, look, it's hard not to say a little bit Eddie Vedder. I know that's a bit cliche, but yeah, just fits perfectly with the style of music. And I love it. Dial up speed. Where's my dial up folks at? 56k modems, or actually my first modem was 2400 baud. Yeah, where my old school nerds at with the modems and the dialing up and the noises and the sounds and the bulletin boards. Very, very cool track. So this artist is Not Made by Hands from Overland Park in Kansas. We're going to follow them here. Yes, please. And we'll reach out and let them know that they're on the show and see if they want to come and join us, because this is kind of a feeder show for our staple product, which is called Your Music Live. We do a live music show. It's about 2 hours. It's a heap of really cool artists, and we do that each and every week on Sunday afternoon or evening, or Monday morning, depending where you are in the world. So there you go. That is Dial Up Speed. That is Not Made by Hands. Let's come back to our list. I like fire. Let's check out Lady Ruby and the very uplifting titled song called "Kill Yourself." Let's an introduction to the album I made. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Now that's alternative. I mean, yes. By the way, when I play a song and I'm like, yeah, that's not my jam, it doesn't mean it's not someone's jam. Lady Ruby doing their thing there, and cool. But I don't know, something about a really fuzzy tone just at the start like that doesn't quite do it for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let's try this one. This is from PaloPachec, and it's called Embryon. Embryon. Let's have a listen.
Con el ojo que habita en la madera me miraste y me hiciste interferencia. Con el ojo que habita en la madera me miraste y me hiciste interferencia. Con el ojo que palpita en la madera nos miramos.
PaloPachec out of La Granja, Argentina. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit like all around the world. If you've watched our Your Music live show, you'll know that we embrace it. We've got heaps of folks from all around the world, not a heap from South America. So I dig and I approve. So we're going to follow, yes, please. We're going to follow the artist there. I like that kind of just the acoustic, but then and the da 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 da, really cool sort of just tap your foot kind of rhythm there on that track. So cool stuff indeed from PaloPachec. We got some t-shirts and some things going on. Poppy Robbie, neighborhood beautification. I'm just going to play it. Whoops, we pressed the button. We normally just play it just here. So, oh, hang on. What am I doing wrong? I'm trying to learn. I don't have a play button there. Oh, okay. I'm going to just move past because I don't have a play button there. Remnant Spirit, When the Wells Dry. I like the sound of that. I like the concept. Let's give this one a play, shall we? This sounds more like your more ambient alternative. Let's take a listen.
Can we just call this off? Make all the madness stop. All because instead we trapped we said we're so little left to preserve and protect. Which fragments of our youth are we still clinging to? Or probably outgrown. Now in our senescence, we idly
I got to admit, not what I expected when I hit play on that one. I didn't expect it to go. I thought it would be like some sort of alternative with like instrumental style. But I did like the big sort of upfront, in your face gang vocals there. When the Wells Dry. I approve of the band name too. One thing I am noticing here is that some artists have like the nice wallpaper behind, and it's not that it's a bad thing if you don't. But I've noticed that, when you don't, it's not quite as striking. So I don't know if that's a tip for artists out there, is to put like a big wallpaper behind, or maybe it's overkill. Maybe going a bit more subtle is the way to go. So these folks out of Lawrence in Kansas, we're going to follow. Yes, please. Was our first artist out? Yeah, there you go. Two Kansan artists in the first three, just by pure fluke and luck. So cool. I dig. I approve. Let's scroll on down and let's find ourselves something else. I like the look of this. Beware the Bears. I'm sorry, but sometimes I'm just going to dig the name of the band. So we're going to play things because Pete likes the name of the band or is kind of attracted in by the album artwork. And not to say that, I should be judging this based on the visuals, but these days on the internet, On the internet. I sound very young, don't I? These days with the internet, you don't need just great music. You need to capture people and capture their attention with a cool band name and some nice visuals. So let's take a listen to Beware the Bears. Oh, I like the little tape sounds at the start. Ooh, hello.
Waking up one morning, say you're missing something. Checking pockets for your phone, you've got your wallet on you. It's something much older, something much warmer. Step back, go find that. When you're missing the cool summer breeze through your hair, people and places still live on there. As if you could reach out and touch it by hand. A portal to time spent with 2 feet on land. Drifting through your memories in the sands. Turning through the pages with both hands. All the dates are wrong.
Really approve. Love the vocals, the harmonies in there, just the right amount of fuzz on those guitars. And again, you can tell, before I even looked, I could tell out of the UK. Got that, obviously, the accents there, but it's got a little bit of that kind of Britpop kind of sound to it. What lush guitar tones in there. Really, really cool. See, sometimes you have cool artwork and you have a cool name, and you're also a cool band. Beware the Bears. I like it. Let's follow them from Worcester in the UK. Not Worcester. You could say Worcester, I suppose, but I'm pretty sure it's Worcester, Worcestershire, like the sauce, or like the county, or more to the point. See, because I'm a cricket fan, I know all the counties, Hampshire and Worcestershire and Yorkshire and all the shires, Northamptonshire. That is sheer awesome alternative sound. The segues, Johns. Well done. Fox Hollow sounds interesting. I'm going to play this one from Fox Hollow up next. Let's us give it a spin. Love the driving guitars, love that kind of surf rock sound there at the start. And the lyrics are super easy to remember.
I know you are a busy man, she said, but come on, I need your attention to answer questions, to ease our tensions, please let's go. She took me to an empty loft.
Fox Hollow sounding really, really cool there. I approve. Kind of sounds a little bit like Arctic Monkeys almost there. Very cool stuff indeed. Now, this is an interesting one because sometimes as I'm learning, because I did this show for a few reasons, and one was to learn the ins and outs of Bandcamp and see if I can work out how to use it for myself, but also how to recommend others use it. And yeah, for some of these, when you actually click here to go check out the band, it takes you to their record company, which is cool. I get it. So this is out of Seattle, Washington. There you go, the Seattle scene. We'll follow them. Yes, please. And but the problem is, you then got to go try and find the actual band. So I'm assuming that I could just search for Fox Hollow separately. So if we went in here and we went Fox Hollow and tried to find the actual band, there they are, out of New York. That's the band that we're looking for here. So yeah, that looks like well, I don't know. Maybe that's the band, Fox Hollow. And this is the problem. Sometimes if you have multiple bands with the same name, but I reckon this is them. We'll confirm it. I'll follow them anyway. Yes, please. I'll follow them anyway and check it out. Oh, I like that album artwork too. The sky is falling and I'm learning to live with it. Oh, yes. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? All right. We're about the halfway mark here, and we've got ourselves some cool artists here. We've checked out Not Made by Hands. We've checked out PaloPachec. We've got When the Wells Dry out of Kansas. We've got Beware the Bears, and we've got Fox Hollow. Let's see if we can find another handful of artists here. Should we go? I like to go and filter down to different places here. So why don't we go? We'll start by going to Australia, because that's where I'm from. So we're going to go with Australia here and see if we can find an Australian alternative artist to give a little spin here. I cannot go past Chili Head by DaniNocte. So let's see what Chili Head's all about, shall we? Chili Head.
Speaking, you are always dumber than me. Just ask Mrs. Bowles, our teacher of legal studies. You're musically retarded, no, you hardly knew a thing. You couldn't play shit all, but I suck, but you knew even worse than me. You were always worse than me. You were always worse than me. Fucking dick, if only I had a clue that you were stabbing me in the back.
Oh, you've got some anger going on there. Yeah, language warning on the previous song. DaniNocte, I dig it. I approve. That's some fun. Funnily enough, I was almost going to do funk this week. We'll probably do some funk next week, but that was some funk rock goodness. And this is interesting. You come in here and you got symphonic metal, you've got some instrumentals, you've got some indie pop. There's a lot of different genre here that DaniNocte's looking at. So out of Brisbane, Australia. So we'll follow, yes, please, and we'll check out what Danny has been doing. And you can see, yeah, this is what I'm talking about with the cool backgrounds that you can add. I don't know, I think it just adds a little bit more to the, a little more panache to your Bandcamp page. I don't know. This is someone who has one album on Bandcamp, and I've done nothing to my page. So please don't take me as the way to go. Let's go to Canada. Some reason, I think because a lot of our viewers here are from the US, Canada, and Australia. So I always like to check out some Canadian music. Canadians are about 10% cooler. I think it's because it's so cold. I know. I always say that, and it's a bit weird. All right, this Boy Druid got any more of that road? I'm intrigued, and it's someone reading a thing that says road ? I like things that make no sense, so let's give this one a spin, shall we? you looked up the audio dictionary for alternative music, you'd probably hear something like Troubadour by Boy Druid, because it just captures that vibe of being a little grungy, a little rocky, and super weird. And I, for one, approve. Very cool. And the joke about being 10% cooler because it's so cold in Canada, I mean, well, Boy Druid's from Winnipeg, Manitoba. So I think that goes double. We've got artists in this community like Mike Haggoth from Winnipeg, and he tells me it's freezing. Mike did a video one time where he had to be in the car and he'd come out and he'd play guitar to record for like 30 seconds, and he'd have to go back in with the hand warmers. And yeah, basically, anytime you risk frostbite for your art, kudos, I say. So there you go. I'm following now Boy Druid out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Very, very cool. Let's come back in here. We're going to unfilter Canada out from there. Let's go super fresh, shall we? What we're going to do is go today. Let's just see what's landed today. I'm going to scroll down here and see what we got. Out the Dark by Lunar Sounds. All right. This is brand new. This is fresh. Let's hit play and see what we got. Just alternative power pop. I know it's weird to say alternative power pop because, as I mentioned up front, alternative was supposed to be the anti-pop, but something like that from Lunar Sounds there out of Leeds in the UK. Very cool stuff. Let's give them a follow. Yes, please. Rom-coms are trash. I mean, come on. Love it. Love the titles there. Reputation, Craving Dale. The Void. I approve. Lunar Sounds are a Leeds-based DIY band conjuring up frenetic melodic punk. Yeah, I would agree. I love it. So there you go. Lunar Sounds may be your new favourite band. And again, that's kind of what this show is all about. It's just about discovery. And hopefully it inspires you as well. That you can sit and listen to the radio. You can sit and listen to that Nirvana album that you've listened to 21 times before in the last month. Or you could jump into Bandcamp, throw some rando filters on, and see what pops up. Just give it a go. It's fun, as you can see by this show. It's fun for all the family. More Heat to the Fire by UTO. Again, I'm attracted to the cool looking album artwork there. So let's give this one a play and see what is behind curtain number this.
When I look at you, something by
That is hard to categorize. It's got a bit of that 90s kind of R&B dance style to it. Then it kicks in with some Björk, like Björk and Billie Eilish had a baby in the middle there. And yeah, just super cool. I did a podcast this week about 10 ways to sort of spice up your songs using pads and using arpeggios and stuff. Just listen to that. Just listen to Secret Things by UTO. They're doing all the stuff that I was talking about in that podcast, but very cool. And out of Paris, France. So there you go. We've got some European, we've got some American, some Canadian, some Australian. We got a bunch, yes, please, a bunch of different artists. And we've even jumped over to Argentina. We're covering all the continents. Asia, Antarctica. Maybe we need to get over there at some stage. We've got time for one more. You reckon we can sneak one more in? Yeah, let's come on down and let's find our final tune. Is it going to be this? I think this has caught my eye. See, because there's an I. This is Rivals from the Rivals EP by Liquid Selves. Again, cool band names, not essential, but they sure as heck don't hurt. Let's give this one a spin, shall we?
She's nasty, but against the world, I help her. You know I'm a nasty boy. It doesn't call for a cause we couldn't win. Getting lost in a place she never been. Losing favors out of ear. At least that's what I hear all the time. She's nasty. If I against the
absolute
world,
bop.
and I help her.
Yeah.
You know I'm a nasty boy. I'm so for a price I want.
Just again, sometimes you don't need to go nuts with an arrangement. 2 guitars, a bass, some drums, and some cool vocals. Just well produced. Really, really cool stuff there from Liquid Selves out of Washington. We're going to give them a follow. Yes, please. How cool is that?
You know I'm a nasty boy.
Trying to think, yeah, it's definitely got that 90s alt rock vibe. There's a lot of bands that kind of had that. I'm thinking Ween, I'm thinking like Trippin' Daisy. Yeah, just sort of that laid back but kind of mellow vibe, as opposed to, all the DS1s and grunge and loudness. Just a little bit chill. So there you go. There is out of Washington, yeah, Liquid Selves. We also had a listen to UTO out of Paris, France. Lunar Sounds I really dug out of Leeds. We had Boy Druid from the frosty tips of Manitoba. We had DaniNocte out of Brisbane, Australia. We had Fox Hollow out of New York. We had Beware the Bears, probably my favourite band name, although there were some great ones on this week's show. We had When the Wells Dry from Lawrence, Kansas. We had PaloPachec from La Granja, Argentina. And we started with Not Made by Hands from Overland Park in Kansas. So I hope you found some cool new music that you want to check out over here on Bandcamp. Jump in the description if you want to see all of the bands that we played and featured on this week's show. And don't forget, we've got our big flagship show called Your Music Live coming up. If you're watching this one when it's just released, it's in 2 days' time. But if you're not, we do it every single week. We do it on a Sunday afternoon. Check your local guides because it does vary depending what time of year it is, if it's daylight saving and all that kind of jazz. But in that show, we play 2 hours of awesome music from all around the community on YouTube and here on Bandcamp and on SoundCloud, on slaps.com and on all the places. And I'm hoping that in the future, we're going to be playing some of these awesome bands as well. So if you've seen yourself on the show, good job. You were randomly found by a weird guy in Adelaide, and hopefully you can join us in the community because we've got a great community here celebrating the awesomeness that is independent music. that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Find Some Music. I hope you found some alternative gems as well. And if you'd like to find out all the ways you can support and follow me, head over to studiolivetoday.com. And don't forget, folks, be kind to yourselves this week. Be kind to others. Keep creating, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Live Today. Bye for now.